You ever wonder why you're still scraping pennies while your neighbor seems to be bathing in dollar bills? Maybe it's not about how much you earn, but rather how you spend it. Welcome to the world of finance, where every choice you make can either fill or empty your piggy bank. Today, we're going to dive into the deep end of the money pool and explore 10 financial choices that might be keeping you on the wrong side of the wealth divide. Ever found yourself questioning where your paycheck went just days after payday? Or perhaps you've noticed that your savings account looks more like a desert than a thriving rainforest. Well, you're not alone. Many of us are unknowingly making financial choices that are keeping us from reaching our money goals. From ignoring small expenses to neglecting retirement savings, these financial missteps might be the culprits behind your financial woes. So buckle up, and let's dive into the top 10 choices that could be keeping your pockets empty. Spare change for coffee? It's just a few bucks, right? Wrong. The truth is, even the smallest expenses can add up over time, quietly chipping away at your wealth. Think about it. Your daily latte fix? That's $3 to $5 a day. Over a year, you're looking at more than $1,000 spent on coffee alone. And let's not forget about those unused subscriptions. You know, the ones you signed up for a free trial and then forgot about? They may seem insignificant at $10 or $20 a month, but over a year, you could be looking at a couple of $100s down the drain. It's these seemingly inconsequential expenses that slowly and steadily erode your wealth, without you even noticing. The lesson here is clear. Every penny counts. So keep a keen eye on those small expenses. Remember, death by 1,000 cuts is still death. In this case, it's the death of your wealth. Who needs an emergency fund when you've got a credit card, right? I mean, what could possibly go wrong? Well, let's put that theory to the test. Imagine you're cruising along life's highway and suddenly you hit a financial pothole. Maybe it's a job loss, a medical emergency, or an unexpected home repair. Without an emergency fund, you're stuck swiping that plastic, accruing interest faster than a rabbit produces offspring. Before you know it, you're deep in debt, struggling to make minimum payments, and that financial pothole has turned into a sinkhole. Let's revise that script. With an emergency fund, you can cover these unforeseen costs without going into debt. It's your safety net, there to catch you when life throws a curveball. It's like having a financial superhero swooping in to save the day when you need it most. So unless you're a fan of debt, start building that emergency fund. Budgeting? Isn't that for people who can't control their spending? Well, not really. Budgeting is like a roadmap for your finances. It's not just about reining in the spendthrifts among us. It's about knowing where your money is going, so you can make it work for you. Think of budgeting as your personal financial GPS. You wouldn't set out on a cross-country drive without some direction, would you? It's the same with your finances. A budget helps you navigate through your income and expenses, steering you away from financial pitfalls and guiding you towards your financial goals. Even if you're a financial guru who has complete control over your spending, a budget can still help you. It allows you to allocate funds for wants, needs, and savings, ensuring you're not just working for your money, but your money is working for you too. Remember, a budget is telling your money where to go, not wondering where it went. Oh look, a sale! Better buy it now before it's gone, right? Well, not so fast. Impulse buying can be a significant drain on your finances. Sure, that half-price designer bag or that discounted gizmo may seem like a steal, but if you're buying things you don't need or hadn't planned for, you're not really saving money. In fact, you're spending it. Imagine this. If you impulsively spend just $20 a week, that's over $1,000 a year. That's a tidy sum that could have been saved or invested. So how can we resist the siren call of impulse buying? Simple. Make a list. Stick to it. Wait it out. Give yourself a cooling off period before buying anything not on your list. And most importantly, remember that sales are designed to make you spend, not save. So the next time you spot a sale, ask yourself, do I really need this? Remember, just because it's on sale doesn't mean you need it. Your friend just got the latest iPhone, so you should too, right? Well, not so fast. Often we find ourselves caught in the trap of trying to keep up with others' spending habits. Whether it's that new smartphone, a flashy car, or a dream vacation, the pressure to live up to others' lifestyles can be intense. But here's a reality check. Keeping up with the Joneses is a financial quicksand pit. It's a race you can't win because the finish line keeps moving. And guess what? The Joneses might be up to their eyeballs in debt trying to maintain that facade of wealth. So instead of trying to match or outshine others, focus on your financial health. Establish a budget, save for emergencies, invest wisely, and live within your means. It's not as glamorous, but it's a lot less stressful. Remember, the Joneses are probably broke, so why keep up with them when you can surpass them by being financially savvy? Investing is risky and complicated, right? Better to just keep your money in the bank. Well, not quite. Let's debunk this common misconception. Investing, in reality, is like planting a seed. It might take time and patience, but the grown tree will bear fruits far outweighing the initial effort. Similarly, money invested wisely tends to grow, often outpacing inflation, thereby increasing your wealth. Now you might say, but it's so complex. Yes, it can be. But remember, we live in an era of unprecedented access to information. Learning the basics of investing isn't an insurmountable task anymore. Then there's the risk factor. True investing involves risk. But did you know that not investing is also a risk? Inflation can erode the value of your money over time. So by not investing, you're effectively losing money. So grasp the nettle. Start small, learn as you go, and gradually make your money work for you. Remember, not investing is the biggest risk of all. Why pay now when you can pay later, right? It's a tempting thought, isn't it? But here's the catch. Living on credit is like skating on thin ice. It may seem smooth and easy at first, but you're always one misstep away from falling through. Picture this. You're using your credit card for everyday expenses, from groceries to gas. Sure, it seems convenient now, but what happens when the bill comes due? If you're unable to pay off the balance in full, interest starts accruing. Before you know it, your debt snowballs, and you find yourself in a financial hole that's tough to climb out of. And here's the kicker. The more you rely on credit, the more you're spending on things you probably don't need. It's a vicious cycle, and it's one of the quickest ways to keep yourself poor. So, the next time you're about to swipe that plastic, ask yourself, do I really need this? Remember, if you can't afford it now, you probably can't afford it later. Retirement is years away. Plenty of time to save, right? Well, not exactly. Let's dive into why neglecting retirement savings is a choice that could keep you poor. You see, the magic of compound interest is a powerful financial tool. The earlier you start saving for retirement, the more time your investments have to grow and compound. So if you start saving in your 20s instead of your 40s, you could end up with double or even triple the amount of money. Plus, it's not just about the money. It's about freedom. Having a healthy retirement fund gives you the freedom to retire when you want and live the lifestyle you've always dreamed of during your golden years. And let's not forget, life is unpredictable. Having a substantial nest egg can provide a safety net for unexpected life events or health issues. So, don't put off saving for retirement. Start today and give your future self a gift. Remember, the earlier you start, the easier it is. Who needs to learn about finance? That's what accountants are for, right? Well, not exactly. Financial literacy is not just about number crunching. It's about understanding how money works, how to manage it, and how to make it work for you. It's about knowing the difference between assets and liabilities, or understanding the power of compound interest. Think of it this way. Would you rather navigate through a dense forest with a map and compass, or without? Financial education is your map and compass in the financial world. It helps you make informed decisions, avoid pitfalls, and ultimately, reach your financial goals. Furthermore, financial education is not a one-time thing. It's a continuous process. The financial landscape is constantly changing with new investment options, tax laws, and economic trends. Staying updated is key to staying ahead. So, don't dismiss financial education, embrace it. Equip yourself with the knowledge and tools to take control of your financial future. Remember, the more you learn, the more you earn. Why plan for the future when you can live for today, right? Well, not quite. When it comes to financial health, not having goals is like sailing a ship without a destination. You're simply floating at the mercy of the waves, with no real control over where you're headed. Having financial goals is crucial. They provide direction and purpose to your financial decisions. Want to buy a house? Start a business? Retire comfortably? These are goals, and they require planning and saving. Without financial goals, you're likely to spend money aimlessly, making purchases that feel good in the moment, but don't contribute to your long-term welfare. This approach can leave you in a precarious position, financially vulnerable and unprepared for the future. Financial goals give you something to strive for. They make the difference between living paycheck to paycheck and building wealth over time. They're the roadmap to your financial future. Remember, a goal without a plan is just a wish. So there you have it, folks. 10 choices that could be keeping you poor. Let's take a quick stroll down memory lane, shall we? We've talked about how ignoring small expenses can create a big hole in your pocket. and how not having a safety net for emergencies could lead you to financial ruin. We've discussed the pitfalls of not budgeting and impulse buying, and how trying to keep up with the Joneses can leave you penniless. We've also delved into the importance of investing and the danger of living on credit. We've examined the costly mistake of neglecting retirement savings and the detrimental effects of skipping out on financial education. Lastly, we've emphasized how not setting financial goals can leave you wandering aimlessly in the financial wilderness. Remember, your financial future is in your hands. Make the right choices. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more financial wisdom.